Alright, welcome back everybody. First of all, just want to say thanks to everybody who's been watching these videos and following along as we play. Seems like there's been some enjoyment out there. Our first video's got a little bit over 100 views, which when we started this, we were just doing this for the 2 or 3 people we were playing with and hoping some people might follow along, and it seems like they are. So thanks, appreciate the positive comments. It helps keep us going. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
And okay, so the first thing is we have another little rules error. I think sometimes people are just following along to find out what rules errors we're going to do each time. The rule error we missed was Kate has got, I gave her a trauma, which anytime she moves into a cave or dark area, she has to test her willpower. So she needs a 5 or less to pass. She got 10, so she's going to take another horror. Kate's character card is full of little horror tokens, so...
I got 7 horrors.
7 horror, and you started with, what, 11? So you're down to 4. Alright. Okay, let's start the turn. Alright, so Michael's squaring off against the cult leader. And what he's going to do is he's going to use his special ability called Not a Scratch, which once a game he can do this, before rolling a test during combat. He can use this ability to automatically pass unless he rolls a 10. So I'm going to draw combat cards for a ranged weapon against this kind of monster, and here's what it says. You catch the monster in your sights. Test your marksmanship. So basically we're going to roll the dice, and anything other than a 10 is a pass. Oh, a 9. The shot punctures its lungs. Deal weapon damage +2. So actually you're going to do 5 damage against this cult leader, and the cult leader can take 7. So this is almost a kill. So I won't mark the damage on that cult leader yet, because he's going to shoot his Tommy gun again, and perhaps we'll take him out. Alright, so my cultist is in trouble, but so are you, Michael. So are you. I'm going to spend 2 threat. Remember, at the end of last turn, I gained 5 threat. And I'm going to play the low ammo mythos card. You reach in your pocket and realize that you only have 1 bullet left. The keeper chooses one of your ranged weapons. The next time this weapon is used to attack, it is then discarded. So Michael is now going to make his second attack. Right before you pull the trigger, your opponent screams and charges you. Test your willpower. So he's going to have to get an 8 or less. Gets a 1. You coolly fire into its chest. Deal weapon damage. And that is going to be enough to kill the cult leader.
Woo!
Alright, this is pretty good actually, because when you kill the cult leader, you gain a skill point as well as the cult robes, which is an equipment. You gain +4 to all evade tests. Cultists and cult leaders may not attack you. Discard this card after you take an attack action. So we're going to give this card to Michael. Now that his gun is out of ammo, it's probably pretty good that he got those cult robes. So Michael's going to move west, and now that he's entered a room with a cultist, he's going to have to do a horror check. So he got a 9, so he failed.
Oh my God.
He's going to take a horror. And then he also wants to move south. So he's going to move next to the cultist.
Hi.
There we go.
Phew! I'd give it a few more minutes before going back in there, Michael. Michael? Oh, where'd he go?
So Gloria's going to move south and then west into the study with Michael. So Gloria's going to have to test her willpower. She's going to have to roll a 7 or less. She got a 7, so she passes. Ah, get off me, you cross-dressing freaks. You meet the strangest people in dark caves. Ah. So Harvey's commenting there on that last turn where he got hit leaving the cave. And he's going to move. He's going to run, actually. He's going to move to the right. He's going to move again. He's going to move south. Notice his newly painted pants and cane and a little bit of paint color on his face there too. Hopefully get these guys painted before this game is over. So that's Harvey's turn over. Now it's time to see what Kate's going to do. Alright, Kate, what are you going to do?
Okay.
Actually, it doesn't matter what you're going to do. I'm going to play a mythos card. I'm going to use a threat token to play Living Darkness. The requirement here is the player has to be in a cave, chasm, basement, or room in darkness. And the darkness ahead of you becomes alive. The living black smoke coagulates into the form of a human. You turn and run. Take 1 horror, and then the keeper may move you up to 2 spaces. So I'm going to give Kate another horror. So I'm going to move Kate 2 spaces, 1 and 2. And now she may resume her turn. So Kate, what do you want to do now? So now, Kate, what are you going to do?
I'm going to attack with my shriveling spell, and I'm going to use my last skill point to increase my chances.
All right, so you're going to have to roll a 7 or less. And you get a 4. Small cuts appear all across your enemy's skin. It strikes itself repeatedly, trying to escape the effect. Deal an amount of damage to the monster equal to the monster's damage value plus 2. So the monster's damage value is 2. So another 2 would be 4, and it has a health of 5. So that doesn't quite kill it, but close. And one other thing we probably should have done is when Kate was forced to move into Cave 2, there was a cultist there. So we should test her willpower, which means she's going to have to roll a 6 or less. She rolls a 7, so she's going to take another horror. And then, because she entered into a cave when I moved her, she's going to have to test her willpower again. And she got a 1, so she passed. Obviously, I'm a very scary keeper. I've scared off one investigator already. I'm going to collect 3 threat for my turn, and I'm going to immediately spend that 3 threat to bring out 3 cultists. And stuff them all into this room here. We're getting a little bit of a cultist pile-on over here. And I'm going to spend my remaining 2 threat to move 2 of the cultists 2 spaces. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. And that's actually going to be the end of my turn. So I'm going to just put this event token on, and we're ready to begin the next move.